COVID-19 update. States that never required masks: Alaska, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Missouri, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Tennessee. States that have and will stop requiring masks: Texas, Mississippi, Iowa, Montana, North Dakota, and Alabama. To the right, you have a map. The purple states are the ones that have not required a mask, and the blue states are the ones that will stop requiring masks or have stopped requiring masks.
New Jersey traveling restrictions. During these times, the state of New Jersey strongly discourages any travel that is not needed. If you are traveling out of New Jersey, you would be required to take a COVID test before your flight, and it is also recommended to keep your mask on at all times during your travels. When arriving to New Jersey, it is highly recommended to self-quarantine for at least 10 days. If you are planning to travel during spring break, we highly encourage you to quarantine yourself once you come back.
The recent state to follow no mask policy is Texas. Texas no longer has a statewide mask mandate, which ended as of March 10th, but that doesn't mean face coverings aren't still required in some businesses and public places. This is a look at what the loosened restrictions mean for Texas. Statewide, masks will no longer be required in public for the first time since last summer. School boards, courts, and college campuses can still require masks. Local governments can also require them in their facilities. Businesses can return to 100% capacity, but may still limit capacity or enforce safety protocols at their own discretion.
Hello CBTV, my name is Arianna Castillo. I'm currently a freshman in college. I'm in my second semester. I go to St. Louis University in Madrid, Spain. They are a university that let you complete your undergraduate degree in Spain, which is their campus here in Europe, but still allow you to receive the same education as if you were in the US. Currently, I am double majoring in political science and international relations, and I am minoring in English and communications. I wanted to do this quick little video, one mainly because CBTV was an integral part of my high school experience. I was part of it for 2 years. Secondly, I wanted to also make this video because I know that around this time last year, I was in the same position that some of the seniors are in, or most of them are in right now. I want to say that about a year later, my life is completely different. I definitely have a different perspective on academics, on life, really, and just everything in general. Almost 7 months now, I had a completely different perspective than what I have now. I went in being this high school student fresh out of a system that was completely, last year in August, I was walking into my first semester of college with the, little experience I had from high school of what it would be like. But really, I wasn't ready for what college brought. I had to do a complete 360. High school for me personally was just something that I found that came easily, and the 8 or 9 classes or less that I had, the 8 to 3 p.m. day was just simple. It was easy.
The vice president of Nike's North American operation, Miss Ann Herbert, was found to have ties to a sneaker reseller. The reseller was her son named Joe, who used a credit card in her name to buy multiple pairs of sneakers on Nike's sneaker app. Joe's reselling company is called West Coast Streetwear. She has stepped down since from her vice president position due to Nike not allowing their employees to participate in sneaker reselling. Ann told her employers in 2018 about the business and was told that there was no violation to company policy, according to a Nike spokesperson. Joe would use his mother's credit card to purchase bots, which would buy the shoes on as soon as they released faster than any human. He even racked $132,000 on a Yeezy launch. Many people are claiming that the bots weren't the only help that Joe got, stating that his mom, being in such a high position in Nike, also gained him an advantage that not others could use.
St. Patrick's Day, or the Feast of St. Patrick, is a cultural and religious celebration held on March 17th, the traditional death date of St. Patrick, the foremost patron saint of Ireland. It is also the arrival of Christianity in Ireland. The leprechaun is one of the most enduring myths of Ireland. This relates to the mystic fairy. The leprechaun are little creatures that like to make shoes and store their gold coins in a pot at the end of the rainbow. The leaves of a four-leaf clover are said to stand for love, hope, faith, and luck. Every 10,000 shamrocks spawn in a four-leaf clover. If one plant produces a four-leaf clover, it is more likely to produce more four-leaf clovers.